That freaks me out, man. I swear to God, I started passing through the stone. I'm getting out of here.
Do you often wonder what this life is? Let me show you. Let me show you the way. The strangeness.
You're hearing your own name?
No, I didn't.
Is any of this even real? He's gone missing.
It's only a
Tree, great mystery, spirit. I'm not telling you to believe me. I'm asking you to join me so let me show you it's real.
Welcome back to the Paranormal Abyss. Today I want to explain a couple things about the dimensions of consciousness, and I took you guys to a very special place for that reason, so let's get into it. Ooh. Of course, pick up your garbage, people. Good lord. To be some sort of structure. Ooh, they got lag bolts, so yeah, it's a structure on this. On the top of this used to be a structure. That's interesting. So I wonder if this was a cellar. It's a bird. Oh, it's beautiful. Always come prepared. Spray yourself into oblivion with bug spray. Sorry for destabilization, but this is a one-handed climb. Okay, we're good. Back to stabilization.
No shade.
I love it. I love my heath. So I guess we can go in this, huh? I mean, not sure how. Don't look that deep. God, gorgeous day, man. Finally, it's been cold the past 2-3 days. Nice and 80 and sunny. Love it. Giant boulder. I love the forest, man. So peaceful. I have no idea what kind of seed this is. I am not the biggest plant expert, but I know my plants, but this I don't know. Sorry for destabilization. This mold sucks, but that's your little hawk screaming right there in the center of the screen. Always assert dominance. Alright. Move on. Hit this little sandbar here. So you can find something decent. Always stay exploring, my friends. These rocks are plain. How much to this? It's a beautiful little area though. Nice and colorful. I wanted to check this out here. It's got some really good color to it. So I can't imagine there would really be much here, but this color is nice. So typically, if you are a gold prospector or panning for gold or whatever, dredging, these are the type of areas you want to look for, I know, because you get those roundabouts where you get the eddy current and it kind of swirls it downward, and then your gold deposits lie within that. That's where you really want to dredge. So something like this would be halfway decent. If it was, you know, obviously illegal, I'd give it a shot, but it's, you know, there's a shell. It's kind of cool. I can't imagine I'd find too much in this. It's just more than likely ordinary rock. It doesn't hurt to take a peek, but so I found a shell. It's a pretty good color on it. Random tire. So believe it or not, there's actually a kind of interesting stone here. There's quartz in there. We're finding like fossils, and which I didn't really expect out of a place like this. I guess with all the stone around, the limestone being at where we're at, there is a lot of limestone. I could see probably being an ancient shore of some sorts or whatever. I don't know, wild guess as usual, but it's not very deep, which is even easier. It's only about ankle deep, so it's nice and warm too. I'm curious of what this guy is. I don't really know what to think of this. This almost looks like man-made or not natural. I don't take your pick, whatever. Just not too sure, because I'm looking for stones to carve for more arrowheads. I'd like to find a natural arrowhead out of my environment, but they're so scarce, man. It's just, I know I'll find one someday. I just don't know when or where. I'll probably have to tap into the psychic phenomena to get an answer out of that, but let's see. It'll take a moment. Give me a second. So I did do a quick communication. I did get the answer of finding an arrowhead on my natural environment very soon. So I'll keep my eyes peeled. We'll see what happens. And that will, you know, if I catch one on camera, it'll obviously verify that the psychic phenomenon is real, even more to an extent. So I wanted to talk about different dimensions of consciousness, which I find very fascinating. And I've definitely had my fair share of different dimensions of consciousness. I mean, call it what you will, you know, a different dimension of reality, if you want to call it that, or a psychedelic experience, which, you know, is, to me, in my opinion, is just different dimensions of consciousness. I mean, you drink alcohol, it's a different dimension of consciousness. In other words, you take a psychedelic, it's a different dimension of consciousness. It's not just altering your brain so you see funny patterns and feel different emotions. It's literally a different dimension of consciousness. One can use sound to travel interdimensionally or into a different state of consciousness to travel the universe. So these three tones that I'm about to try, once I get over to the audience chamber of the dead, I am super curious to try this, to see what will happen, to see if I can get out of body completely. And I don't want to give it away, but hopefully something very spectacular will take place. So we're gonna give that a go once we get over here. We're still trying to let more people clear out today because it is completely packed. And I don't want to go down there with a bunch of people trying to do this, especially in shamanic terms. I'd rather do it correctly where nobody is around. One last sight around here. On to our next location, yeah. Alright, we're getting close to the audience chamber of the dead. Magics of editing. Man, this stone is so fascinating. And the glyphs where people carved into it. Some really soft sandstone. Alright, here's our first antechamber. Of course, I always end up forgetting my good light. I deal with these little tiny ones. Trying to give you a sense of what I'm looking at here.
Or yellow.
Yeah, it's like neon. Ooh. Yeah, there's some good resonance in there. Go ahead. Ooh, I gotta find that tone. This is
Go under the hole right here.
This is gonna be so interesting. Ooh. That's crazy. That's some really good resonance. I hope this camera picks this up and ooh. That is so cool. This little star. Okay, so the weirdest thing about this, I tried the tones. I'm not gonna give away the tones, but maybe in a future lesson. But if you put your ear against this, you can definitely hear a natural vibration through the stone, and I can literally say it sounds like music, and it's very strange. Start the first tone, you go higher, and then the last tone, I felt like I was falling forward through the stone, it was so intense. I pushed myself back off the stone because it scared the crap out of me. So I honestly think it was working, because the achievement with this is to, at least shamanically, what the shamans used to say, you would pass through the stone and travel. I don't know where, they claim through the universe or different dimensionally or whatever it is. Honestly, that really just scared the crap out of me. I don't know if I'm gonna do it again, especially with so many people around. It's making it much harder to even attempt it. But you put your forehead against the stone, your third eye, in other words, it's just so you have a clear idea of it. And then you put your both hands up against the stone like this on either side of your head, and you get comfortable on your knees down here, which is basically impossible the way this stone's shaped. But And then as your forehead is against the stone, you vibrate the 3 tones. You don't just vibrate them, you know, you don't just say them, you sing them in a tune. On that 3rd tone, I felt like I was falling through the stone, and it really, really scared the crap out of me. I don't know. I want to give this one last go, but I'm really, really hesitant on this. This is one of the tones. I mean, you hear the vibration, the echo. It's reverberating through the stone too. So let me show you a key difference here. Let me chop forward over here. Okay, so now I'm in a more open area. I'm gonna make the same exact tone here, but you're gonna hear the clear difference. There's definitely a key difference between when you have a chamber like that is so finely tuned. This is why I call this the audience chamber of the dead, because this place is a very powerful location for vibrations. I want to attempt this one last time before I go, because I don't know when I'm going to be back here. If you put your ear up to the stone, you can hear the natural vibrations to the stone, which is so interesting. It's very interesting because it sounds like, it's literally what it sounds like. It almost sounds like music, like a bass or something. And even on this side, this is where I was before with the resonance chamber. So yeah, I'll put my ear up to this side as well. So I can hear it way better on this side. It's like, it's very even lower than that. Very, very low tones, really cool. And look at this one last shot. I'm gonna put my forehead up against the stone. Ooh. Oh my God, that freaks me out, man. I swear to God, I started passing through the stone. Oh my God, I'm getting out of here. No way, no way. I'm getting out of here.